And this is the first question. It is pretty much, verbal analogy question. Then we have letter analogy question. And third one, letter analogy. Last one is number analogy. So we'll take a look at that. Cup is to coffee. So cup and coffee, there is some kind of a relation. Same way bowl and what? So coffee comes in a cup, right? So what comes in a bowl? Dish, spoon, soup, food. So usually what comes in a bowl? Either it's curry or like soup. So there are two possibilities, either curry or soup. Here we don't have curry option. What we have is soup. So the answer, straightforward, pretty simple, soup. Next one, ZYX. ZYX. That's equal to what? ZYX and ABZ. Similar way, we have VUT and what? VUT and what? So ZYX. Z is the last letter, or Z is the first letter from the right end, correct? A, B, C, etc. up to X, Y, Z. So this is the first letter from the last, and this is the first letter from the left. Okay, this is the first letter from the beginning, or this is the first letter from the left end. This is the first letter from the last end. So Z and A, right? And same way Y. Y is the second letter from the right end, and B is the second letter from the left end. So Y and B. Then X. X is the third letter from the right end, and Z is the third letter from the left end. So that part is perfectly all right. Then how about VUT? VUT. V is what? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. T, U, V, X, Y, Z. So U is what? From the right end, U is 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth letter. U is the fifth letter from the right end. Same way we have the fifth letter from the left end is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E, correct? E. However, when you look at the answer choices, you see that there is not a single answer choice starting from E. So the pattern what we are taking right here doesn't give us the answer. So we have to think about some other possibility. So what is other possibility we have here? Look at the position values of these letters. This is 26, this is 25, this is 24. And how about A? A can be taken as 1. We have taken that A as 1. We did not get the answer. Next possibility, in the second loop, after this 26, you know what? A would be what? A would be 27. So this is the first loop, this is the second loop. So A could be 27. In this case, if you take A as 27, so 26 plus 1 is 27. And what? B is 28 and C is 29. So that case, C plus 1, Z plus 1 is A. That is 26 plus 1 is 27. 25 plus 2 is 25 plus 3 actually. And 24 plus 5. So it is plus 1 plus 3 plus 5. That's a pattern. And how about VUT? 22, 21, 20. So we'll take it as what? 22 plus 1, that's 23. And 21 plus 3, 24. Then 20 plus 5. So this is 1, 3, 5, right? So 20 plus 5, 25. So WXY. So WXY, it's right here. So that's the answer choice for question number 27. All right, let's go for the next one. 28. ACHJL, ACE, or ACE, we call it what? ACE, ACE. That's HJL. HJL. Let me write it here. HJL. That's easy. And well, A and H. A is 1, H is 8. So the difference is 7. C and J. C is 3, J is 10. So the difference is again 7. So this is 1, this is 8. This is 3, this is 10. And this is 5, this is 12. So plus 7, plus 7, plus 7. That's a pattern. How about L and P? L and P, we take it as similar pattern. L is 12. 12 plus what? 7. 12 plus 7 is 19. S. And well, there is only one answer choice starting from S. So that must be the answer. If you want to check it, just the practice. So L plus 7 is S. N. N is 14. 14 plus 7 is 21. That's U. And P. P is 16. 16 plus 7 is 24. So 24, that is, well, P is 16. 16 plus 7 is 23 actually, not 24. So SUW is the answer. Next one, what we have is 96 and 32. So what kind of a pattern? 96 and 32. And 48 and what? 96, 32, we can take it in different ways. Let's, first of all, 96, 32, the difference is what? 64, right? 64. So, well, 96 minus 64 is 32. 48 minus same number 64. Well, in that case, the answer is going to be negative. We don't have any negative answer choice here. Anything else? 3 into 3 is 9, right? 2 into 3 is 6. Same way, if you take a number here, we have no idea what number is that. That number into 3, we have to get 4. Well, 3 into 3, 9. 2 into 3 is 6. So a number here that into 3, we have 4. And another number here that into 3, we have 8. That's not going to work because some number into 3 is 4 means that number must be a fraction. So we don't have that number here. Next possibility, well, I'm pretty sure many of you got the answer by this time. 96 and 32, 96 by 3, it's 32. 48 by 3, that is 16. So we have the answer right here, 16. So that is how we look at this kind of question. We have looked at different possibilities. First of all, we see the difference 96 and 32. Next, we check the difference 48 and 16. So that difference doesn't match. So then we look at different possibilities and finally we got the answer. It's a pretty straightforward question at a glance. I'm pretty sure most of you got that answer at a glance. 96 by 3 is 32. Same way, 48 by 3, 16. 69 is among the answer choices. Answer is good. If 16 is not among the answer choices, then we have to think about something else, some other possibility. But here we are okay with that. The answer 16, simple connection here, 96 by 3, 48 by 3. Next one, select the odd word or odd letters or odd number pair from the given alternatives. Blend, mingle, jumble and clash. So we need to pick one which is different from the group. Blend means, well, blending or mixing, getting mingled, all those things, that's the meaning of blend. Mingle, same thing, mingle with a crowd, right? So that's mingling, blending, it's synonyms, right? Looks like blend, mingle, that's similar meaning. Now we have clash. Well, clash is totally different. It is not mingle with other people. However, jumble, what is jumble? Jumble and mingle, is it the same meaning? If the jumble and mingle are synonyms, then blend and mingle are synonyms as well. So jumble and clash, if these two are synonyms, then blend and mingle are synonyms, we are 100% sure about. Then jumble and clash, if it is, these are what? These are synonyms, then we have one set of synonyms here, another set of synonyms here, we may not get that answer. So, we need to get the meaning, exact meaning of jumble. If you know the exact meaning of jumble, that is perfectly all right. What is the exact meaning of jumble? Any idea? Well, jumble, probably you may have heard of that in competitive exams. Jumble words, jumble letters in a word. Sometimes it's jumble words as well. So that is one of the meaning of jumble. Another meaning of jumble means people are getting into a crowd which doesn't have any kind of a pattern, a random crowd. For example, if you go for a fest, something like in a temple or in a church or any other place, so these people are moving around in the ground and there is no specific pattern. So you mix into that crowd, that's called jumble. So ultimately, blend, mingle, and jumble these three words have the same meaning, and clash is different. So our answer is what? Clash. How about ACE? ONE, one. So A is one, eon, and REK. So what is it? We may think ace and one, these are meaningful words, two meaningful three-letter words. However, eon, well, eon, that's a brand name, but is it a word? Is it a word in the dictionary? We'll take a look at that quick, so you can take a look at that as well. So is that word in dictionary, eon? I heard of ions, but I never heard of eon. Okay, eon, that's a word. Yeah, that's right. What is it? An immeasurably, indefinitely long period of time. How about like REK? So is that in the dictionary? We'll check it out. So exact that rec is not in the dictionary because the word, there are words which are starting from REK, but the exact word REK is not in the dictionary. So it's not a meaningful word if you look at it that way. Anything else? ACE, we can take it as what? 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5. How about like 1? ONE 1? Well, that is 15, 14, and 5. So this is plus 2 plus 2. This is 15, 14, and 5. And how about EON? This is 5, 15, and 14. Again, 5 plus 10 is 15 minus 1 here, 15 minus 1 minus 9. So that kind of pattern. So how about REK? REK 18, 5, and well, K is 11. So 18, how much? 18 minus 13 is 5, right? So that 5 plus 6 is 11. So again, so we don't see any kind of matching patterns. Anything else? How about we add the position values of these letters? 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, how much you get? 5 plus 3 plus 1. 9. How about like 14, 15, that is 29. 29 plus 5, 34. How about like 18, 5, and 11? 18 plus 11, 29 plus 5 is 34. So 5 plus 15, 20. 20 plus 14, that's 34. So if you add the position values of the letters in each one, so what you get? 9, 34, 34, and 34. That's what we are getting. And in that case, which is the answer? ACE, the answer. So there are two possibilities for ACE because it is in a pattern plus 2 plus 2. Other letters, actually we cannot call them the words because you know what, this is a meaningful word, but REK is not a meaningful word. So we cannot really call them the words, but this set of letters, this one is not in a pattern like plus 2 plus 2. It is not in that pattern. Here 5, 15, and 14, it is not in the pattern. How about 18, 5, and 11? That's not in the pattern. So this is the only one in pattern. Or if you take the sum of the digits, 34, 34, and 34, this one is different. However, if you use the other logic, what I have mentioned earlier, ace is a meaningful word, 1 is a meaningful word, and eon is a meaningful word. That case, REK could be the answer, it's not a meaningful word. So the different ways of looking at it. Of course, if you have this question for the actual exam, and if they give you the answer choice A and you have marked D, you may challenge that question. You may say that this is the only word which is not meaningful. And all other words, all other three-letter words are meaningful words. So you can challenge that question. Sometimes logical errors may occur in actual exams as well. Okay, so we have 32. 32 is what? 1716, 2730, 3360, 4036. So 1716, what is that? If it is 1728, that's a perfect cube. But 1716 is not a perfect cube. 2730, it is not a perfect cube. 3360, no. 4036, no way. How about like 1716, if you add it, what do you get? 8. 8 plus 7, 15. Add the digits. And this one, this is 7 plus 3 is 10. That's 12. And you add it, what, 12. So this is 0. So 12 plus 0 is 0. And how about 3360? 3360, well, 3, 3, then 6, and 0, what you get is 12. Then 4036, 4036, how much you get? Well, that is 9, 9 plus 4 is 13. So 2 of those numbers are even numbers and 2 of them are odd numbers. Anything else? Well, if you take a closer look, these numbers, what you can see that 15, 12, and 12, these are what? These are divisible by 3, and the number 13, it is not divisible by 3. And well, 13, we can take it as that's the only prime number in the group. All others are composite numbers. So ultimately, the answer is what? D. You may think of many other possibilities. Sometimes, you may come up with a different possibility, different pattern, and you may get a different answer as well. It's possible. For many of these questions, it's possible. And if you get such a pattern and you mark those kind of different answer for a question, as I have mentioned earlier, you have the privilege or you have the right to challenge it. So number 30, 211, 211, 287, 283, and 277. So what is the answer? Think of it. These are all odd numbers, right? And if you look at, is there any perfect square or perfect cube? We don't see that. How about like if you add them, so the digital sum of the digits, what you get is 4. Here it is 10, 13. Here it is 287, 10, 17 when you add it. And here it's 277, that's 16. So again, 2 odd numbers. These 2 odd numbers are prime numbers. One is 4 and one is 16. So 4 is a square and 16 is a square as well. Anything else you see there? Think about it. All right, so this case we have checked the sum of the digits, and well, 2 even numbers, 2 odd numbers, still we are not really getting the answer. Next thing what we have to look at, we thought about squares, cubes, that did not work, and the next thing is like prime number, composite number things. So well, 211, that's a prime number. 283, it's a prime number, and 277, it's a prime number. So 287, it's not a prime number. So the answer is what? 287. 287. 290. 287. 290, is it a multiple of some number? And if 290 is a multiple of some number, that's one of the easiest way to find it. So is it 290 is a multiple of something? Then we can think about like 287, something 3 less than that. So what is it? Nearest multiple, 270. Well, 270, 90 into 3 is 270, right? So 90 into 3 is 270. 270 plus how much is 287? 17. Okay, so either way, if you look at any of those possibilities, 287, is not, okay, ultimately. So that's the answer. What is it? It's a prime number. So just want to clarify, except 287, all of them are prime numbers. 287 is not a prime number. That's the case. All right, try this question 34. FULORI. So what do you see there? That's a number, letter series. Letter series is usually what we do. We convert that into a number series. FULORI. How do we convert that into a number series? Position values of letters. That's a way usually we do with these questions. This is how we deal with it. So 6, 12, and 18. So the first letters of each set, 6 plus 6 is 12, 12 plus 6 is 18, 18 plus 6 must be 24. So first letter of the answer is X. So how many answer choice starting from X? Only one answer choice. So that is going to be the answer. So we have finalized the answer. Exam point of view, the answer is finalized. Now, how about the second letter? There's no need to check it, exam point of view, but just for the practice, this one is 21. This is 15. This is 9. So 21 minus 6. And 15 minus 6. So 9 minus 6 is 3. So 3 is what? C. X, C is the answer. So this pattern is what? Plus 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 plus 6 is 24. And the second letter, minus 6, minus 6, minus 6 is the pattern. How about question number 35? DEGIKN. What is the next two letters we are looking for? So again, position values 4, 7, 11. So what is that pattern? 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. So 3, 4, next one could be 5, right? So 11 plus 5 is what? 16. 16, the letter P. So the first letter of our answer is P. But you know what? Among the answer choice, 3 answer choices are starting from the letter P. So we cannot really finalize the answer without second letter. So let's look at the second letters. Second letters are 5, 9, 14. So 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 plus 6 must be 20. So the answer must be PT. So we have the answer right here, PT. How about the next question, 36? That's a number series, 2, 7, 16. Then we have a question mark, 46 and 67. So let me write it. 2, 7, 16. We have a question mark. Then 46, 67. So what is it? 2 plus something is 7. 7 plus something is 16. If you get a pattern like that, so let's say it's 5. 7 plus how much is 16? 9. And 16 plus how much? So 5, 9. What's the next one? We have no idea what's the pattern because the number is not given here. Anything else we can think of it? Another possibility, we may look at this one. 2 into 3. 6 plus 1 is 7. So 7 into 2 plus 2. Into 3 plus 1 into 2 plus 2. How about 46? 46 into something. 46 into 2 is 92. So what we have here is 67. That's not going to work. So multiplication may not be the possibility here. How about like squares? Well, what is 2? 1 square plus 1. What is 7? 3 square minus 2. So 1 square plus 1. 3 square minus 2. And 16 is what? 4 square. 46 is 7 square minus 3. And 67 is 8 square plus 3. This is 7 square minus 3. And what is this number? This is 1 square plus 1. 3 square minus 2. 4 square plus 0, that is 16, so 4 square itself. And how about this one? So 1, 3, 4. How about this is 5 square plus something, or 6 square plus something, or 5 square minus something? No idea. So that doesn't help us. Then what else we have? Think about it. Any other possibility? Well, next thing what we see here, we look at the differences. 5, 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 4, we go for trial and error because this number is not given here. So let's say 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 4 is 13. So next difference is 13. That means 16 plus 13 is what? 29. So let's say your answer is 29 here, 29. If answer is 29, we are not sure about it. We're just doing the trial and error. If it is 29, that 29 plus how much is 46? 29 plus how much? Well, 29 plus 20 is 49, right? So this is that 20 minus 3. So that's 17. So that difference is what? 17. Then 46 and 67. 46 plus 20 is 66. So this is 21. Difference is what? 21. So now look at those differences here. We take the difference of differences. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 plus 4 is 17. 17 plus 4 is 21. So we got a pattern, clear pattern. So we took the differences, then we took the differences of differences. So that differences of differences is a constant, 4, 4, 4. Perfectly all right. So our final answer is what? 29. So here is the answer, 29. The missing number is 29. Now this case, 5 boys, they are sitting in a row. Sitting in a row facing towards south. So all of them are facing south. Raj is between Rohit and Vishal. Vishal is to the immediate right of Manoj, and Manoj is to the immediate right of Shekhar. Who is sitting in the middle? That's a question. Let's take a look at it. Let's assume that they are sitting in a row. So there are how many of them? 5 of them. 5 or 6, doesn't matter. And what are the conditions? They are all facing south. So which is south, which is north? Then Raj is between Rohit and Vishal. Vishal is to the immediate right of Manoj, and Manoj is to the immediate right of Shekhar. So we need to have the right hand side of this arrangement. Naturally, when you get the right hand side, you can have the left hand side as well. So which is the right hand side of this arrangement? Which is the right hand side? So, well, if one of this person, let's say a Rohit, we have no idea where is Rohit, but let's say Rohit is here. If Rohit is facing south, all of them are facing south. So which is south? If this is south, so let's say this is south, Rohit is facing south. So that case, this is the left hand side of the Rohit and this is the right hand side of the Rohit. And how about the other people? Manoj, let's say Manoj or Shekhar, whoever it is. So let's say Shekhar is here. Shekhar must be facing south as well. If Shekhar is facing south, then you know what? So for example, if I'm Shekhar, I'm facing this direction, so this is south. If I'm facing this direction, this is my left. And this is my right. Usually the pocket is on the left hand side, right? So you can see that my pocket is on this side. So that's the left hand side. Okay, anyhow, so that's not convenient for us to do this question, because when we are looking at this board, for this guy, Rohit, this is his left hand side. But for us, this is our right hand side. And for Shekhar, this is the left hand side of the Shekhar, but for us, it's a right hand side. So it is a bit confusing. So what do we do? These kind of questions, we have to take it in such a way that our left is the left of this arrangement and our right is the right of this arrangement. Okay, so you'll take it in such a way that our left is the left and our right is the right of this arrangement. So these people are sitting over here, and this is the left hand side of the arrangement because that's our left. And this is the right hand side of the arrangement because that's our right. And it's not necessary that we need to have these positions in between for them. So only thing, this is the left and this is the right. What is next? They are all facing south, right? So if this is the left of these people, so all of them are facing the same direction. For all of them, this is their left hand side and this is the right hand side. So that means they are facing the same direction we are facing. So they are all facing that direction. So let's say if Shagar is here, Shagar must be facing that direction. So if I'm Shagar, I must be facing that direction. And when you look at Shagar or when you look at myself, you see my backside. So you look at those people from the just backside, or you are just having a look at from the backside or behind them, right? So you are just sitting or you are just watching it from behind that person. So if I'm Shagar, I'm facing that direction. So this is my left hand side, this is my right hand side. So however, it is given that they are all facing south. So this case, if it's a direction sense question, we need to have standard directions. South is always this way, north is always this way, east this side. So for this case, we don't need to go that way. We can have directions the way we like it. So this case, all of them are facing that direction. So we take that as south. So that's south, this is north. So if somebody is facing south, their left hand side is east. So this is east and this is west. That's how it is. So this is, they're all facing that direction. And this is what? North, south, north. Anyway, we don't need to worry about north and east and west in this question. We just, what we need is south. So that's south. That's good enough. Okay, so now we'll go with it. Go with the conditions. What are the conditions? This is what it is. Raj is between Rohit and Vishal. So Raj is between Rohit and Vishal. And at the same time, it is a bit confusing here because you know what? It is given in such a way that Raj is between Rohit and Vishal. So there is one more possibility. What is it? Raj can be between Rohit and Vishal. Rohit can be here and Vishal can be here. So Raj is between Rohit and Vishal. It doesn't say which side of Raj we have Vishal and which side of Raj we have Rohit. No idea. And so Raj is between Rohit and Vishal. So there are two possibilities. Vishal is to the immediate right of Manoj. So here Vishal is here. This is Raj. So Vishal is immediate right of Raj. So what is condition given? Vishal is to the immediate right of Manoj. So Vishal is to the immediate right of Manoj. This is the only possibility. So Manoj is here, Vishal is to the immediate right. So this arrangement doesn't work. Good. So we have only one possible arrangement. Okay, and Manoj is to the immediate right of Shekhar. So this Manoj is to the immediate right of what? Shekhar. So Shekhar is here. So ultimately we have Shekhar, Manoj, Vishal, Raj and Rohit. That's how it is. Then the question, who is sitting in the middle? Well, sitting in the middle is Vishal. So the answer is what? Vishal. So this is pretty much what? Seating arrangement question, especially the linear arrangement. Sometimes you may have, you know what, these questions a bit more misleading. How that can be misleading? Sometimes they may say that, you know what, two sets of people are sitting in two different rows and facing each other. For example, A, B, C are sitting in one row and P, Q, R it's sitting on the other row, and A, B, C and P, Q, R they are facing each other. So let's assume that A, B, C they are in one of this row and P, Q, R in the other row. It's not necessary that like ABC is here and PQR is here. If it is given that ABC is in the bottom row, of course, we can have ABC here. Otherwise, you can have ABC here and PQR here as well. Anyhow, so these two sets are facing each other. At the same time, usually the questions say, what? These people are facing each other and they are not sitting not necessarily that in that order. That means it is not exactly A, B, C order. It could be sometimes B, C, A, or it could be A, C, B, or it could be C, B, A, or it could be C, A, B. Different possibilities. Similar to that for P, Q, R as well. So let's assume that the first condition given, let me write that condition. First condition given, P and C are diagonally opposite. So P and C are diagonally opposite. So where is P and where is C? So according to this arrangement, we know that P must be somewhere here. So it's PQR is supposed to be in this row. So, well, P could be here, P could be here, or P could be here. So at the same time, P and C are diagonally opposite. So we can have P here, and ABC is supposed to be here. So then we can have C either one of this position, but P and C must be diagonally opposite. So C is here. At the same time, if you look at that, you know what? Apart from that, P and C, these diagonally opposite, you can have P here and C here. That is still diagonally opposite. So that means we have another arrangement possible. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So what is that arrangement? P is here and C is here. So this case P and C are diagonally opposite. This case P and C are diagonally opposite. Both cases. That means these two arrangements are possible. How about the next condition? Okay, let's look at the next condition. A is on the immediate right of C. Immediate right of C. Okay, so this case, you know what, C is facing this direction. So assume that you are C, or if I am C, if I am facing this direction, this is my left hand side and this is my right hand side. So if C is facing this direction, this is the right hand side of C. So A is on the immediate right of C. So, well, A must be somewhere here. But we have three people. A, B, C is supposed to be at these positions. So we cannot have a position for A to the right of C. So that means this arrangement is not going to work. How about this case? Well, A is on the immediate right of C. Yes, A can be here. If A is confirmed here, in this row we have only three people. A, B, C, right? C and A are here. The next position for B. And we have another condition. Let's look at that condition. Third condition. Q is not facing A. Q is not facing A. So P is already here. Now Q can have two positions, either this one or this one. But at the same time, Q is not facing A. So Q cannot be here. So that means Q must be here. Q cannot be here. So Q must be here. That means which one is missing? P, Q, R, right? 3. So P and Q are here. Missing one is R. So R is facing A, Q is facing C, and P is facing B. So this is what the arrangement. So this case, it is not a single row arrangement. It is what? 2 rows. One row, top row, and other one is bottom row. They are facing each other. With this example, we have only 3 persons, right? Sometimes if you want to make that question a bit more complicated, probably these kind of complicated questions you may face after your degree or after your program, what you are doing right now. It's 3 years or 4 years program, doesn't matter. So after that, if you look for higher studies, if you go for entrances, or like if you go for a placement, so definitely any reputed company, if you want to join, they have a placement test. If you go for those kind of placement tests, or like central government, state government, like test for job, for SSC, bank test, all those kind of civil service, all those things, you may face questions which are slightly difficult or slightly challenging than these kind of questions. So CUET, you are safe. The safe means questions are pretty simple. But one thing, keep in your mind, if it is simple for you, that would be simple for the other people as well. So try to maximize your score. All right, next one. Arrange the given words in the sequence in which they occur in the dictionary. So alphabetical arrangement, simple question. So let's look at it. So it's application. So first three letters are APP. So APP, and only this one is different, AST. So anyway, we know that APP comes before AST. So these three words must be, any one of these three words must be the first one in the dictionary, correct? So which is it, appeal or application or approve? Definitely it is appeal. So third one. So this is one of the answer choice we may have. So another possibility this is. So anyway, answer choice 1 and answer choice 4 are out. Now which one is the second word? So we have taken this word, that is fine, out. Now is it like application or approve? Definitely after P, L must be before R, right? So application. So 3, 1. 2 answer choice, 3, 2, and this is 3, 1. So 3, 1 is the answer. So that is 3, 1, 2, 4. 3 is the first word, and this is 3. Then we have 1. This is 2. The approve must be the next one, and the last one must be astonishing. So that's a fourth one. 39. In a certain code language, stubborn is written as TUVCANQM. Stubborn. TUVCANQM. It is not necessary that you have to rewrite it. If you can get it from here, that is good enough. So, well, you see this? There is a connection. S is called as what? T. T is called as U. So, its next letter. U is called as V. And B is called as C. So, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Here, S plus 1 is T. And T plus 1 is U. U plus 1 is V. B plus 1 is C. However, this case B and A. So that is minus actually. So it's minus 1. This O is 15. This is 14. So minus 1. So 18. And this is 17 minus 1. This is 14. And this is what? 13. So minus 1. Okay. So, well, if that is the case, how is training written in that language? So training, again, we have 8 letters in stubborn and 8 letters in training. So if it is 8 letters in stubborn, what exactly we have done? The first 4 letters, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. The next 4 letters, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So here, we'll do the exact same thing, same pattern. So training, T plus 1. So that is U, R plus 1 is S. So US, how many answers with US? There are like 3 answer choices. So this is anyway out. So next one is B. So USB. So all the 3 answer choices starting from USB. Next one is I plus 1 is J. So USBJ, USBJ. So all the answer choice up to here, USBJ, USBJ, USBJ. Now how about like training part? I mean NING part. So N minus 1. So N is 14 minus 1, M. And I minus 1 is H. So MH. MH how many? All the answer choices so far, all the means A, B, and D. So the answer choices are MH, MH. And next one is again M. So MHM. So this one is not MHM. This is MHF. So that's out. So here it's MHM, correct? Here it's MHM as well. So now the competition is between B and D. The answer choice is B and D. Okay, so last one, last letter is going to be G minus 1, F. So last letter is going to be F. So USBJ, MHMF. Straightforward question, not that complicated. So we are done with it. Number 40. If plus means minus, so these are what? What type of questions it is? Symbols and notation type. So sometimes the symbols changes, like plus means minus, multiplication means divided by, etc. So we'll take a look at that. What we are looking for is 300 something, right? 300 into, so that into is changed as what? Multiplication is changed to as what? So here multiplied by, well, this one. Multiplication means divided by. So 300, actually it is multiplication, but it's changed as what? Divided by. So 300 divided by 10. So this is 300 into 10 minus 5 plus 36 divided by 57. What is that? That's a question. So, well, multiplication has changed as divided by. So what is subtraction? So minus is what? Minus means multiplied by. So this one is what? Multiplied by. So it's 5. Then plus. Plus means minus. So this is 5 minus 36. Then divided by. Divided by means what? Plus. Divided by means plus. So 57. So what is the answer? So we have to apply the board measure as well. So this case, what we have, 300 divided by 10. So we have 30. 30 into 5, that's 150. 150 minus 36 plus 57. So 57 minus 36, how much is that? 57 minus 37 is what? 20, right? So 21, we get, this part we get 21. So plus 21. So here 150. 150 plus 21, what do you get? 171. So the answer is 171. Done. Which of the following interchanges in signs and number will make the given equation correct? So what is the equation? 7 into 9 plus 5 is equal to 68. What are the interchanges supposed to be here? Plus and equal to, then 5 and 6. So we have to make that all interchanges which is given in one of the answer choice. So second answer choice, that's similar thing. What we have to do is plus and equal to must be changed. That means interchange between plus and equal to, then interchange between 5 and 6. So let's do it. First answer choice, we'll do it this way. A. 5 and 6, right? So this 5, this 6 must be interchanged. And how about like plus and equal to? So 7 into 9 as it is, does not change that part. Then plus and equal to. So equal to comes over here. Then plus goes here. And 5 and 6 must be changed. 6 goes here. And 5 goes here. So 8 is here. So this is what happens here. Now what is it? 7 into 9. 7 into 9, everybody knows that it's 63. 58 plus 6. 58 plus 6, how much is that? 64, right? So that means 63 equal to 64. Doesn't work. So the answer choice A is not correct. Now we'll try answer choice B. Again. What is it? Plus and equal to must be interchanged. So what we do that part. Equal to comes over here and plus goes here. Right? Then 7 and 9. So 7 and 9 must be interchanged. So 9 comes over here. 7 goes here. And 5 and 68 exactly as it is. So 5 here and 68 is here. Now look at it. What do you get? 9 into 7, 63, right? And 68 plus 5, that is 73. So 63 is equal to 73. Doesn't work. Now answer choice 3. So C. So the changes are, the symbol changes are into and plus. Multiplication and addition. So multiplication and addition, so this is the original equation, this is multiplication, this is addition. So we have plus here, we have multiplication here. And is there any change between, 5 and 7 change, right? So the position of 7, 5 comes over here, 9 as it is, and the position of 5, there will be 7, and equal to as it is, now change 68. So ultimately what you get is 9 into 7. That is 63. 63 plus 5, that's 68. So answer correct. So third answer choice is correct. Alright, let's try the next one. So normal case, if you get the answer, you don't need to try the last answer choice. But for a practice, if you want to take a look at that, and if you want to check the question is correct, not the exam point of view, just practice point of view, if you want to do it, let's do it, no issues. Let's do the last one, D. So what is it? Multiplication and addition, right? So multiplication and addition, this is multiplication, addition. So, well, multiplication comes over here, addition goes here. In the position of multiplication, addition comes. In the position of addition, multiplication comes, correct. So that part is good. Now the numbers are 7 and 9 are changed, 7 and 9, right? So this are 7, 9. So 9 comes over here, 7 comes over here. And what we have is 5 and 68. So 5, that's equal to 68. So ultimately, 7 into 5, 35. 35 plus 9, 68. No way. We don't get the answer. So C is the perfect answer. No confusion. So here, a man walked 20 meters towards north. Then he turns right and walks 3 meters. Then turns left and walks 4 meters. And from there, he walks 4 meters towards east. How far and in which direction is he from his initial position? Let's check it out. A man walks 20 meters. So a man walks 20 meters. This is what, 20 meters? Towards north. Then he turns right. So he is facing this direction. Now turns right this way. And walks what? 3 meters. And then he turns left. From this point he turns left. That means again north. So 4 meters. And well, and from there he walks 4 meters towards east. From this point he walks what? 4 meters towards east. So this is east, 4 meters. Remember one thing, when you deal with this direction sense questions, always follow the standard direction. Which are the standard directions? North. This is what it is. North, south, this is east, and this is west. Okay, so this is the starting point, and this is the final destination. What is the question? How far and in which direction is he from his initial position? So this is the initial position. How far and which direction? So this is what the straight line distance. How far? That means we need to calculate. And which direction? From the initial direction, initial position, when you look at the final position, that is in which direction? This is north and this is east. So this is east, this is north, and this position is between north and east. So he is in a position, direction wise is what? Northeast. So how many answer choice? Northeast. There is only one answer choice, northeast. So that would be the final answer. So that means we don't need to calculate the distance. However, if you have two answer choices with northeast, because let's say one is 24 meters northeast, another one is 25 meters northeast. That case, it's a bit confusing. We have to do the calculation. So in that case, this case, we have the answer. But just in case, if you have one of the answer choice, let's say this answer choice is 24 meters northeast. So that case, we have to do this calculation. How do you do it? Make a right angle triangle. Taking this, a blue line, that's as a hypotenuse. So this is a right angle triangle. And what is it? We need the base. What is a base? Base means this distance is called base. So that's up to here it's 3, the balance is 4. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So base is 7. What's the height? Well, up to here it's 20 and this is 4. So 24 is the height. So ultimately, this diagonal would be root of 24 square plus 7 square. 24 square is what? 576. 576 plus 49. 576 plus 9, 576 plus 9 is 585. 585 plus 40. 580 plus 40, how much is that? 620, right? So 580 plus 585 plus 40 means 625. So this is what? Root of 625. Root of 625 is 25 right here. This is the answer. So already we have that answer. Number 43. While positioned for a family photo, the father is standing to the right of the son and left of the grandmother. The mother is sitting to the left of her daughter and right of the grandmother. Who is seated in the middle? Right? So here the question is asking for us to find who is seated in the middle. In this case, you know what? The father is standing in the right of the son. So this case it is given as father is standing and the mother is sitting, and who is seated. So this is a bit confusing. No need to worry about it. Let's assume that the father is sitting as well rather than standing. So that's minor logical mistakes while making the question. They want to make that question in such a way that all of them are standing or all of them are sitting. Even if some of them are standing and some of them are sitting, it's okay. While the position of a family for the father is standing to the right of the son. So father to the right of the son. So always we take in such a way that if son is here, we assume that if I am the son, I am facing that direction. The reason for it, our left is the left of the sun and our right must be the right of the sun when we are facing this board. So the sun is facing that direction and father is where? Father is standing to the right of the sun. So this is sun, this is the right hand side of the sun, and father is here. Okay, so father is standing to the right of the sun and left of the grandmother. So father is to the left of the grandmother. So grandmother is here. The mother is sitting to the left of the daughter and the right of the grandmother. So the mother is sitting to the left of her daughter and the right of the grandmother. So mother is here. Her mother is what? Left of the daughter. Left of her daughter. Her daughter is here. So let's, without making that arrangement congested, we can just mark it here. So let's say son is here. Father is here. Grandmother is here. Mother is to the left of the daughter. At the same time, she is what? Left of the daughter and the right of the grandmother. So this is the grandmother. Mother is to the right of the grandmother and the mother is to the left of the daughter. So this is what? Son, father, grandmother, mother and daughter. The arrangement. Who is seated in the middle or who is standing in the middle? Doesn't matter who is in the middle. So no need to worry about that word seated or standing or whatever it is. So who is in the middle? Who is in the middle? Grandmother is in the middle. Done. 44. Identify the diagram that best represents the relation among the given classes. Country, state and city. Well, country. So let's say India. State, Kerala or Tamil Nadu or whatever it is. So state is inside the country. So India. So state. Then city. So let's say state is Kerala and the city is, let's assume it is Ernakulam or Trivandrum or like Calicut, doesn't matter. So Trivandrum. So ultimately, what is the diagram? This is what the diagram is. Country, inside country we have state, so state is a subset of country and city is a subset of state. So that's how it is. Is there any other diagram suitable other than this diagram? So let's check it out, that possibility. So here we have take it as country. Then what is it? Some of the states are outside that country. Well, the states of that country are not going to be outside that country. And cities must be inside some of the states, right? So, well, in this case, cities are not inside the state. So that is not going to be the answer. How about this? Country and state has no connection with the country. State and country are separate and city is separate as well. How about this? If it is country and we have state here and city is totally separated from the state. So cities are not inside the state. Is it? No way. Cities are always in some of the states. Doesn't matter it's like a normal state or like it's a central government, a ruled territory, or whatever it is, doesn't matter. Now a piece of paper is folded and punched as shown below in the question figures. From the given answer figures, indicate how will appear when it opened. So this is what a paper, a square paper is folded from this part. This part is folded towards the right, so you get only half of this. Then the top part of that piece is folded, so we get a portion like this. Then a hole is cut in this shape. And once that paper is opened, what you can expect? Is it like answer choice A or B or C or D? Anyway, since that paper is folded once, so we have 2 layers, then it is folded one more time, so we have 4 layers. If a hole is inscribed here, the hole is made on that a paper which is folded into 4 layers, definitely you can see that the image 4 different places or 4 multiples of 4, right? So in that case, you know what? This could be the answer or this could be the answer. These two cannot be the answers. So if it is opened towards this way, so this is how it is folded. So after making a hole, if it is opened, possibly, you know what, if it is only half of it is opened, probably you can see this spot. I'm just showing it for your convenience. So if it is opened only half of it, possibly you see a hole like here and a hole similar to this at the top. Only half part is opened. So now we have to open the other piece as well, other half. That means we will see another 2 holes. So the answer is right here. This is mirror image type of question. So we have done the similar type of questions many times. So it's going to be pretty straightforward question. So this is what it is. First of all, what's a mirror image of Z? So this is Z here. And mirror image of C is going to be like this. See that? Mirror image of Z. And how many answer choices you have that Z? Well, the first 2 answer choices, it's not. Now we have these 2 answer choices. Now the position of star. If star comes over here, that is close to the mirror, right? So in this case, we'll have the star on this somewhere here. This is what the star is. Star is going to be here, this position. So ultimately, which one is the answer? Star is here, and this is a Z, right? So the answer C, answer choice C. From the given options, which figure can be formed by folding the figure given in the question? Possibly, you know what, if you have a piece of paper, that would be really easy. Let me find a piece of paper. From the given options, which figure can be formed by folding the figure given in the question? Question figure, this is the question figure, A, B, O, N, D, E. And well, answers figures. So from the given options, which figure can be formed? So actually, you know what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 pieces or 6 faces. That means what the type of figure we can form from here, it's what, a dice. So a dice, if it is, a dice is formed. This is what I have, a piece of paper with the same, exact same marking, A, B, D, E, and O here, and N here. So if we make a cube using this, this is what exactly the cube looks like. Let me make it. See, this is it. So we have A, and here A, and you see that A, B, and O are adjacent to A. So this is the face A, B is here, and we have O is here. So O and B are adjacent to A. See that? And look at B. B is adjacent to O and D. So B is adjacent to O and B is adjacent to D as well. So you can see this. And D is adjacent to N and E. And where is that D? D, you can find it here. D is adjacent to what? N. So N is here, D is here, D and N. And D is adjacent to E, so right here. At the same time, you can see that A and D, A is not adjacent to D. That means A and D are opposite. So here you see that D here, and you can see that the other side A. So A and D are opposite. So let us mark that A and D are opposite. So these two are opposite. At the same time, you can see that B and E. So B and E are opposite as well. So B is here and E is here. So B, E and E are opposite. So let's mark it with a different color. So B and E are opposite. So now what is left out is N and O. So we have three pairs of faces opposite, like A is opposite to D, A, D. Then we have B and E are opposite, B and E. The other third pair of opposite faces are O and N. So O and N. So here O and N. So this is what exactly we use in this. This is the logic we are going to use here. Look at that. Try this. A and D must be opposite, right? When we form a figure using this is what it is, then A and D must be opposite. Look at here. In this answer, A and D are adjacent. So that cannot be the figure that is formed from this open dice. And how about like this case? A and B are adjacent, perfectly all right. A and O are adjacent, A and O are adjacent, perfectly all right. B and O are adjacent, perfectly all right. So what we are looking for, which figure can be formed? So this figure can be formed. There's nothing wrong with that. How about the other figures? We just look at and we just rule out the possibility. Here in N and O, well, N and O, that's a third pair of opposite faces. So N and O must be opposite. Here N and O are adjacent. So that is not the case. So that figure cannot be formed. Next one, what is it? D and E. D and E are adjacent. At the same time, D and B must be opposite. So here D and B are adjacent. So that's not possible. So ultimately, there is only one figure that can be formed. So that's beta. So you can use the same kind of figures. You can make a similar type of figures and figure out, or you can just practice it. I'll give you another one just for the practice. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F. 6 letters are here. Find out which letters cannot be adjacent to each other. Which letters cannot be adjacent to each other when we form a figure. The figure that can be formed from here, because since we have 6 faces, that the figure what we can form from here, what is it? It's a cube. It's going to be a cube. So when we form a cube, which are the faces that cannot be adjacent? So that cannot be adjacent means those faces must be opposite. So which are the pair of opposite faces from here? I want you to figure out. Next one, 48. Which answer figure will complete the pattern in the question figure? So here is a question figure. Let's look at which answer choice. Okay, so let's complete the figure first. So let me take another color for that. Yeah, this one. So we'll get rid of that question mark first. So assume that there's no question mark. So now we are going to complete that figure. Here it is. So first of all, we need to have a line. So that part is completed. So we have, you know what, here we have a diagonal line, here we have a diagonal line, here we have a diagonal line, here we have a diagonal line. All 4 answer choices at this point of time are possible. Now next thing, what we are going to do, just complete the square part. And here we have another small square right inside. So that's it. So we have two such diagonals here, two such diagonals, this way. It's not complete diagonal, but anyway, that's the way it is. So this one, and we have a small one here. So which is going to be the answer that case? And we have then a triangle here. So it would be like this. So which one looks exact? So this is the answer figure, what we have here. This is what the answer figure. This part, look at this part. This is going to be the answer figure. Just look at this part. So which one among the answer choice looks exactly like this figure here? So we need to have a triangle in between. So at the same time, triangle, there is no line that cuts the triangle, so A cannot be the answer. Look at B. B, we have a triangle. Okay, so we have a triangle. We have another triangle right here this way. Not really, the shape is different. So B is not exactly the answer. How about C here? So if you just invert it, invert in such a way that it looks exactly like that one, but still we are not really getting the answer from there. How about D? Not really. So there is something wrong with the question. No need to worry about. These kind of things may happen. So this is exactly the answer figure you're supposed to have. So are you getting it? If you get it from among the answer choices, it's perfectly all right. As long as you are not really getting it, nothing to do. So this case, what you do, if you get a question like this for the exam, mark one of the answer choice which is pretty close to the answer. We don't have the exact answer, so you can better you mark what? I think maybe go for B. That's the only thing you can do at that point of time when you are in the exam hall, because you know what, if you talk to the invigilator and you say this question is wrong, invigilator can do nothing, because he is not the person said the question, and probably he doesn't know about anything, what exactly this figure and all. So there's no point in complying it. So probably you can send an email to the authority who conduct this exam with this kind of like, this is what the issue I have faced. So definitely they get a lot of emails from the other candidate as well. So then definitely they'll review that question, and if they find it wrong or like some logical error with the question, they may cancel that question. Usually that's what happens in competitive exam. Okay, so that's question number 48. We go for 49. From the given answer figures, select the one in which the question figure is hidden or embedded. So this is the question figure. Which among the answer choice that question figure is hidden, embedded? First of all, take a closer look at that question figure. So here we have a line. So you see this line starts from here. This is what the line is. And a circle is attached to that line. It is not exactly like P. P is different, but this one, a line or a stick, a circle is attached to that stick. That's the way it is. And this case, you know what? You may not see this figure clearly through the camera, but I'll just explain that. Here, this line completely comes or completely covers the circle. And here, that's the same thing as well. But this case, it is not. That stick comes only up to the half part of the circle. So this doesn't look like the exact answer, exact figure. How about this case? This case, you know what? There is a line here. You don't need to consider that line. We are looking for the line which is here, because the circle is here and the line comes only up to here. See that? This is what the line comes up to here, and then we have the circle attached to that. Okay, that looks pretty good. And here this case, and this is what it is. There are two figures similar to this hidden in answer choice B. And Well, is it the best answer choice? That means we need to look at C and D as well. Here, this, this circle and that line, so this line is completely overlaps, or it's just under that circle. So this case, it's not that. The line comes only up to this part. So here, this line is extended beyond this half of the circle. It's completely covered. So this case, the same thing. So that cannot be the answer. So this cannot be the answer. This cannot be the answer. How about this? Okay, this case, you see that the line and the circle, and line actually that cuts the circle. So that is not the case. So this is the only possible answer we have. So 49 is done. How about 50? Okay, so this is an interesting question. Probably you remember we have done a similar question last time. So here, I don't need to read the whole question, because you know the idea. So here we have matrix 1, matrix 2, and the example. We just look at the example to see what happens here. For example, Q can be represented by 22, 33, etc. So Q is what? This is what Q. So 22. So this is column, this is row. So 22 and 33. So Q is here, and 33, and 86 and 89. Well, 8, 6. So, well, what is it? G. All right. So G can be represented by 86. So G is here, 8 and 6, and 89. So look at that, 8 and 9. G is here, and at the same time 8 and 7, 87. So 86, 87, and G can be represented by many such letters. So how do we represent it? First, it is a row-wise number, and then it is column-wise number. So what we need to find is the code for creed. Okay, let's try that creed. So what are the possible numerical values for C? So look at that. Here it's 32, 54, 43, and 32. Rather than finding it from the matrix, let's look at the answer choice. That's easy. 32, is it possible for C? So, well, 3, 2. Yeah, possible for C. 32, well, 54, is it possible? 5, 4, yeah, C, it's possible. So second answer choice is possible. And 43, well, 43, 4 and 3, yes, it's possible for C. 32, already we have checked. So all the 4 answer choices for the first number, it's possible. Now look at the second number, 76. 76 what? Second letter, it's R. So 76, whether R is 76, 76 R, yeah, it is possible. And 67, R, 6, 7, yes, it is possible. And 32, well, R, is it possible for R to have the 32 value? 32 is what? C. So it cannot be. So answer choice C is out. Let's use a different color for taking it out. Oh, that's the same color again. Different color, yes. Otherwise, you know what, it would be confusing. So that's out. Okay, now we'll go for the third. Okay, 85. We need to check out 85. R 85. So 8 and 5 are possible. So 3 answer choice, A, B, D. These are possible until now. Now 65. So what is it? E. E, is it possible for E to be 65? Well, 6, 5. 6, 5. E is not 60. Well, yes, E is 65, correct. 65 is possible. Then 78. E, 7, 8. Yes, it is possible. And 56, whether is it possible 5 and 6. So 5 is here, 6 is here. E, possible. And next one we have another E, this one. So 56 is possible, right? We have checked it out. E, possible. 56, 56. And 65, 6 and 5. Well, E is 6 and 5 possible as well. So far, 3 answer choices are doing good. Now 77, that's D. D is 77. Well, 7 and 7D possible. So it looks like that's going to be the answer, because you know what? If all the answer choices are correct, then we may not get the correct answer. So this is correct. So possibly that's going to be the answer, exam point of view. But since it's a classroom practice, we will check out the other answer choices as well. So look at 79. 79, what we need is D. 7, 9. 7, 9, it is not D. It is N. So this is out. So this answer choice is out. Now, how about 78? 78, D is 7, 8. Well, 7, 8 is E. So it is out as well. So there's only one answer choice we already have that answer choice. So answer is confirmed. So that is the type of questions you may get from where? These kind of matrices. Matrix 1 and matrix 2. So this matrix, it is from 1 to 5, this, row wise, or if you call it column wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, and this is row wise, 5 rows. Last time, do you remember we had another matrix? It was like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 columns, but it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it is 5 rows. And the columns, similar way, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 columns. So this is what exactly we have dealt with in the last session. And the next, this is matrix 1. And the matrix 2, it started from what? 5, 5, 5, etc. But this one, it is a bit more complicated, because 5 is here, 5 is here, and here it's 5 as well. So here 5 and 5 is P. Here 5 and 5 is D. So if a number 55 is given in the answer choice, then it's totally confusing. That's the issue with these two matrices. Anyhow, they have managed it without creating such a confusion. Okay, so what was the question here? This is the question 50. Okay. At the same time, I want you to take you to another question we have done earlier. That means pretty much a coding decoding question. We have some kind of patterns for that question. I would like to introduce a couple of more patterns for you. Let's say if cash is coded as E, B, U, P. Cash is coded as E, B, U, and P. Then what is the code for coin? Since we have the first letter, C is coded as E, and here C, so we know that the first code is what? E. How about O? O is coded as what? So let's look at the pattern here. First of all, the pattern, what we are looking for is C is coded as E. C is 3 and this is 5. So definitely it is plus 2. And A, B, so that is B is 2. So again it's plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And S is what? 19. So this is 21. So that's plus 2. 19 plus 2 is 21. H is what? 8. And P is 16. So 8 plus 8 is 16. So is there a pattern? Well, it's 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 8. If it is like plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, that's a pattern. In this case, it's plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. Plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 8. We don't see a pattern. However, sometimes, what exactly given here, even though it is not a pattern, plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 8, that may be repeated. That means this one you may have plus 2, plus 1, plus 2, and plus 8. So what we get 15 plus 1, 16p. I plus 2, I is 9 plus 2 is 11. N plus 8, N is 14 plus 8 is 22. EPKV. So that case the answer is EPKV. However, usually for the competitive exams, the answer choices would be given to you. A, B, C, D. Let's look at the answer choices. If you have an answer choice EPKV, then you are perfectly all right. Let's try the answer choices. Answer choices are given as EPKG, then EPKB, then EPJT. Then what we have is EPKR. So these are the four answer choices. What we have using the exact differences here, plus 2, plus 1, plus 2, plus 8, what we got here is EPKV. However, among the answer choices, we don't have EPKV. If EPKV was given among the answer choice, you had that, then definitely it was all right. So this case, that's not the case. So that means we need to look for some other possibility. So how do we find it? Any other possibility here? So this 2128 pattern doesn't exist. However, when this code doesn't change at all, because that's what it is given to us. So here it is 3 and 5, so we know that it's plus 2. And 19 and 21, we know that it's plus 2. A and B, 1 plus 1 is 2. Alright, so how about 8 and 16? 8 plus 8 is 16. At the same time, probably you notice that 8 into 2 is 16. See that? 8 into 2 is 16. So that case 1 into 2 is what? 1 into 2 is 2. Okay, that's good. So A into 2 is B. A plus 1 is B. At the same time, A into 2 is B. So it's a pattern plus 2 into 2 plus 2 into 2. If you apply the same pattern right hand side, plus 2 into 2 plus 2 into 2. So C plus 2 E. O into 2. O is 15. 15 into 2. How much is that? 15 plus 2 is what? 17, right? So here we have all the answer choices EP, EP, EP. Doesn't work. So in this pattern, 15 into 2 is 30. 30 is what? D. So ED, then I, that is what? K, then N. N is what? 2. N into 2, 14. 14 into 2, 28. 28 is what? B. EDKB. So, well, it's given as EPKB, but if it is given as EDKB, let's say if you have another set of answer choice, something like this. EDGB, EIKJ, EDKB, and EPJR. So if we have answer choices something like this, EDKB, of course, then that case the answer is what? EDKB. Ultimately, what we are doing right here is trying to find out different possible patterns. Sometimes the patterns what we are getting here, it could be like plus 1 into 2, plus 2 into 2 plus 2 into 2. Sometimes for some other words you may get patterns like plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Then the pattern repeats plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. So if it is a 6-letter word, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Sometimes it would be like plus 1 into 2, plus 3 into 4, plus 5 into 6. Sometimes it could be something like, previous patterns, you probably remember that what we have done is +1, +1, +1, then -1, -1, -1. Say similar to that, we may have +3, +3, +3, then if it is a 6-letter word, -3, -3, -3. Or it could be +3, -3, +3, -3, +3, -3, all these patterns. So there are multiples of examples, and you may see that a lot of questions provided by the institute. Probably if you go through that questions, exams, do your best, practice as much as you can. Definitely that will help you when you face the real exam. Okay, it's a pleasure working with you guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.